I just went to the theater to see the 2005 Pride and Prejudice again because it is incredible, and I wonder if the casting director knew how iconic each of these actresses would grow to be. All five of the Bennett sisters have become iconic in some way, and I just need to like go over each of their careers and like really, really dig into it. In sister order, we have Rosamund Pike, who played Jane Bennett, who obviously marries Bingley. She went on to play my queen, Amy, Amy Dunn in Gone Girl. Like, if you know, you know. I have made so many videos about Gone Girl. I say every time I have a crush, I watch Gone Girl. It is that serious. I am absolutely obsessed with her. I also loved that Netflix movie she did where she also had a bob and was evil. I loved when she then sort of transitioned into this like daffy but still evil mother role as Elspeth in Saltburn, and then obviously she's playing Moraine on The Wheel of Time, which I'm still 2 seasons behind on, but she really loves the show, and I think that's something that's really interesting about her. She portrays herself as very cerebral and very intense, like, but she is so brilliant, and like it just really, really seeps through. And the fact that she loves this like kind of random fantasy series is incredible. And like her championing it makes me love her even more. Obviously, we don't need to go over Keira Knightley's career. She's incredibly famous. She's an A-list star. She did Pirates of the Caribbean, Elizabeth Bennet, Anna Karenina. Atonement was one of the formative movies of my life. I think, young. I was young when it came out, and I still think about it all the time. It was in my top 4 on Letterboxd forever. And then she recently did Black Doves, which I thought was interesting. It's like a Netflix spy show, but she was really good in it because she's Keira Knightley. Mary Bennett, if you're interested in Mary Bennett, there's a book that came out a couple of years ago called The Other Bennett Sister, which I actually really loved. It was a little bit self-helpy only because the like thesis was that you need to learn to love yourself and like respect yourself before you can like get the things that you want in life, but it was still set in the fictional world. We see Elizabeth, we see Jane. It was really, really good. I really loved it, and I will read almost any Pride and Prejudice adaptation. Anyway, Mary Bennett, played by Tallulah Riley, went on to be in Westworld as the like evil robot. Unfortunately, Tallulah has become famous for something else. She was married to Elon Musk twice. They were married, they got divorced, they got remarried. She eventually divorced him again, and she is now married to Thomas Brody Sangster of Love Actually. And here's the proof in case you don't believe me. She finalized her second divorce from Elon Musk in 2016. Kitty Bennett was played by the incredibly iconic Carey Mulligan. I am obsessed with her. If you've never seen An Education, came out in 2012 or 2014, I think, you need to get on it. It is so, 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 so good, especially on this website where we talk a lot about these stories where young women are like involved in these age gap relationships and they don't realize that the age gap is bad until they're a little bit older. This movie will fuck you up. It is so, so, so good. She obviously played Daisy in The Great Gatsby. She was in Shame as like a very, very underrated one of her roles. Real ones will also know that she's married to Marcus Mumford of Mumford and Sons. And a couple of weeks ago on Instagram, I was doing some live journal digging on tea from 20 years ago. There is a very interesting story of Marcus Mumford, his ex, Carey Mulligan, and there's a timeline thing there, but I'm not going to do it because I love them and I love her and I don't want to deal with the backlash anymore. Real ones know that Keira and Carey reunited in Never Let Me Go in 2011, one of the saddest movies of all time, one of the saddest books of all time. Andrew Garfield was also there, being very adorable. It is incredible. If you haven't read the book or watched the movie, highly, highly, highly recommend. Devastating. Finally, Jenna Malone played my queen, Lydia. Lydia Bennett. A lot of people will obviously know her as Joanna Mason from The Hunger Games. She was in Sucker Punch in 2011, and she was also in a band that no one listened to. I loved it, but not no one listened to, but like every time I talk about it, people are like, what are you talking about? It was called The Shoe. They made like indie piano music in like the early 2010s. It is incredible.